Hey guys, so I want to talk a little bit out of characters about Opinion-Ville. Some of you may have noticed that the videos as of late have not been as funny. They've been pretty angry. A lot of that anger has been directed at YouTube, and I've been tired and cranky and old manish. And I think there's a few things that are contributing to that. I will openly admit that I fucking hate YouTube as a platform. I'm one of, I can't believe I'm using this term, one of the old timers. I've been around for a long, long time. And I can remember when YouTube was a much different channel than it is now. And now, stepping back and looking at it, it's really been changed into something that caters to a more and more juvenile crowd. If you guys want an answer as to why it is that this channel isn't more popular than it is, I can give you a really good reason. And that is because I don't pander to a juvenile crowd. Funny when it's a show that features puppets, but it covers topics that your average 12 to 14-year-old isn't interested in. The other thing was the decision to remove AdSense also basically removed Opinion-Ville's ability to be suggested. So, for the last couple of years, the number of views have steadily dropped, and the number of subscriptions have frozen solid. Now, neither one of those things really are super important to me, but it is upsetting to me when I see other channels on this site that produce absolute crap sail past this channel and just get thousands upon thousands of subscriptions and millions of views, and it's inane, thoughtless, unfunny, burning fucking garbage. Now, remember how I said I've been feeling a little cranky? There's a little bit of the crankiness that I've been sitting on, and it's been slipping into the YouTube videos. One of the other things that I think is contributing to this is that since I returned from my month-long break back in 2016, I really have not taken a substantial break away from YouTube or away from Opinion-Ville since that time. There have been a couple of times where I've been sick. There have been a couple of times where the equipment is broken down, or I had to reboot the computer or whatever. But that's not really a vacation, because the entire time I'm gone, I'm working on videos. When we did the entire Space Saga, a lot of the times that there were delays, I was still working on shots and pulling together components for those videos. So I was still working on Opinion-Ville, even though there was a delay or a gap. So I haven't really had a break for a little while. And I'm starting to think that maybe I need a break. Because, and I've told this to some friends already, I'm really burned out. Like, burned out to the point in which I don't even want to think about YouTube anymore. I've gone through my subscriptions list and I've gotten rid of just about everything. When I go to my subscriptions, there's maybe 4 videos that are in there, and it stays like that for a week. Because some of my favorite content providers don't really put up that much content. And the rest I've just gotten rid of. I don't know if this is because I've been doing this for so long that I'm burned out on Opinion-Ville. And I don't think I am. I love producing Opinion-Ville. I love writing Opinion-Ville. I love these characters. And quite honestly, I love you guys. I really do love the audience that that has been attracted to the show. You guys are probably the best audience on YouTube, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. You're considerate. You're not assholes. You've been very supportive of me all throughout the years, and I really, really, really do appreciate it. I think I'm just burnt out on the platform, and I need a break. Because the show itself is starting to suffer. And I don't want to put out lower quality shows where I am just kind of going through the motions. And the last couple of scripts have felt like that, and the script that I wrote and prepared for the next episode really felt like that. It was the first time that I had written a script for this show that I didn't think was funny and I didn't like. And that was surprising to me. And I sure as hell wasn't going to put it up on YouTube just to get content up. I've been pretty transparent with all of you guys in regards to my feelings about people who just rush things out just to get something on YouTube. And I don't want to just rush something out and get something on YouTube. And I've also been pretty upfront with you guys when things are delayed or if I need a break. So this video is in that vein. I feel burnt out. For the nerds out there, I feel like what Bilbo Baggins says at the beginning of Fellowship of the Rings. I feel thin, like not enough butter spread over too much bread. And I just need to take a break. Traditionally, I would take a month break after a major arc. And the last time I did that was right before the Space Saga. We did the Space Saga, and then we went directly into what we're doing now. And the reason why we haven't really been following the villains up on the moon is because those things consume a huge amount of time. And it's time that I'm rapidly running out of. So here is the last bit. As many of you know, for the last 3 years, I have been producing podcasts. I promote them at the end of the show. Just like everything else, just like the Patreon and everything else, I don't push hard because I really don't feel like, ramming things down your guys' throats. But I think it was last episode or maybe a couple episodes ago, I kind of let slip that the Lemme Listen podcasts are much more popular than Opinion-Ville is. But it doesn't have to do with the amount of listens and the amount of people who enjoy the content compared between Opinion-Ville and Lemme Listen. The bigger difference is that I am enjoying producing things for Lemme Listen because it's a platform for adults and there's an automatic age gate. There's not a whole lot of younger kids that listen to podcasts necessarily, and mostly because it's not on YouTube. And I don't have to worry about YouTube changing this or YouTube changing that, or because some asshole had decided to do something controversial, everybody else has to pay for it. It's a big, broad platform where creators have to, monitor themselves. Where for the most part, you're treated like a grown-up. YouTube has started to feel like a parent that's scolding children all the time. So, most of you guys probably know I do a lot of those podcasts. And all of those podcasts are like, remember how everyone used to do collaboration videos back in the day? Well, all of my podcasts are like collaboration videos, except I do them every single episode with other people. And I've formed real friendships with them. Not through YouTube, but through the podcasts, to be quite honest. Atticus and I are best friends at this point. And that's because every week we meet and we do a show. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go listen to it now. If you're not inclined to do it, you're not inclined to do it. That's not the point of this. I'm just trying to give you guys a general understanding about why the quality of the shows have probably dipped a little bit, and why I've seemed so angry and so combative with YouTube. And that's because I'm feeling fucking done. And I don't know if this means that when I come back, I'm going to go, okay, well, that's it. I'm just going to do one episode a month, and it's going to be a gigantic episode. Because to be quite honest, since I don't care about the metrics on YouTube, I can put up a show whenever I want to at whatever length I want to. And I have thought about that, about doing these hour-long episodes, which I'm sure a lot of you guys probably would hate because they're so long that you have to sit there and watch the entire thing. But I don't know, and I won't be able to figure that out and produce the show at the same time. I want to be able to continue to bring these characters because I love these characters just as much as you guys do. And I really don't want to see them disappear. But I also still want to present them in the best manner possible with the best scripts and the best situations that I can bring you as the only person that produces the show. So I hope this makes sense. I know this wasn't a funny video per se. I know that these kinds of videos can really suck because it means someone's giving you bad news. I actually feel awful having to make this video, but the alternative was don't put a video out, say nothing, and have people worried about me. Which is another reason why I love you guys, is because you don't get angry, you get worried about me, and believe me, there are so few channels out there that have a fan base that does that. So, I'm not disappearing, but I have to take a break. I have to take a break and get my love for this show back. In other words, I have to take a break and then miss it so that I can come back brand new. I think that month off that I usually would take really does help. And when I take a month off, I literally would take a month off. I wouldn't do anything. And then usually what would happen is I would know exactly what I want to do as soon as I come back. And so that's what I kind of want to do in this instance. Does it mean that I'm quitting YouTube? But no. Where am I going to go? Vimeo? Well, no. I don't think so. But so long as I'm stuck with it, I've got to figure out a way to live with the platform that we're stuck with so that I can continue to interact with you guys. And so that you guys can still hang out with the 4 dingbats that hang out in this garage. So I hope you guys understand this and that you're not like upset or anything like that. But usually before I take a break, there's either a conclusion or a story or a cliffhanger, and there's no conclusion or cliffhanger, and I kept meaning to try to build one up so that I could go, but the juice that I need in order to write the scripts and not have them be repetitive and have them be funny just wasn't in me. And I think you guys probably noticed that. And you guys deserve better than half-assed scripts and a half-assed show, to be quite honest. So I'm taking a month off. The show will come back. If I really miss it more, then and it's not been a month. It's not like I'm going to go, no, I'm going to stick a month. If there's something that's coming up that I really want to do and it's been more than a month, I'll come back. But the whole point of the matter is that I need to take a break and fall in love with this show again, like I used to be in love with it. So thank you, you guys. And this is going to be the last part before I leave, and I do sincerely mean this. I'm not exaggerating. I do this show, granted, for me, I do enjoy doing it. But I do enjoy producing this show for people who truly appreciate the show and who interact with the show. And it's that interaction that I miss. It's that interaction that I need to bring back. So things will probably change, and we'll continue on from there. I'm not worried about bleeding subs. I'm not worried about not having the same number of views. That's happening to everybody. especially us old-timers. What I'm more worried about is that the quality remains there, and that the time that you spend to watch these videos is worth it. So I just want to thank you guys, and say, don't worry, I'm coming back. I just needed to get this off my chest, and quite honestly, I feel very comfortable talking to all you guys. So thanks. I'll see you in a month. Probably.